So boring. Working, going home, eating, sleeping.
What's the point of life if I'm not dreaming? And I remember the first time I bought the lottery ticket. I remember every Friday I was looking at the numbers on the TV. And during this very moment, I was dreaming. Mr. Contest Chair, my fellow dreamers, I have played lottery for the past 10 years, but I have never won. But still, I decided to keep dreaming and buying tickets. And I remember the time I was single. At this time, I was not looking just for a girl. I was looking for the dreaming girl. And first, I've met Lisa, a French girl with very long and beautiful hair. But she came to me and she said, "I'm sorry, Thomas, you are not my type." It was definitely the wrong one. And then I met Amélie. Amélie was short, strong personality, but very charming. But with Amélie, it was really complicated. Also, the wrong ticket. And then I met Georgia. Georgia was really kind-hearted. It was the first girl, the first time she could understand me. I'm so picky, but she understood everything. But Georgia was living really far away, so we couldn't work. Finally, I decided to go online dating. And then I met Zoe. Zoe really liked me. But when I met her, her profile looked totally different with her. It was absolutely the wrong choice. All these tickets were wrong again. But again, I decided to keep dreaming. 1 year later, at this very moment, I was living in Canada, and I was dreaming to go to a business school. And this school I found was my dreaming program. It was the top 4 university in France. So at this time, I print the admission requirements, and I decided to continue dreaming and start. So what did I do? Because I was a really bad student, my GPA was very average. So I decided to first increase my chances. I retook a lot of classes and increased my grades. Number 2, the essay questions, I wrote, rewrote, asked my teachers, asked my friends. I didn't do dating at this time, but I asked all my friends to correct my essays, increasing my chances. Number 3, the GMAT. Do you know, guys, about the GMAT? Yeah. It's really a pain. Yeah. Before studying about the GMAT, I went to the pharmacy to buy painkiller. Painkiller, study. Painkiller, study. Mom, don't call me. Friend, don't call me. Painkiller, and study, and crazy. Painkiller, painkiller, and study. Oh my God. The GMAT was what killed me. But finally, I did a test. And the last things, I even gave recommendation letters. Actually, it was not required. But I wanted to increase my chances with another ticket, to put all the chances on my side. And then I went to see my best friend, Peter. I said, "Peter, what do you think about the admission? Do you think I will get it?" He looked at me and said, "Yo, Thomas, why are you laughing? I'm serious." So seriously, you should not apply. I said, "Why? You are my best friend, you should encourage me." "Yes, this is why I'm your best friend." I totally understood what he means. But a week later, I received the letter from the school. I opened the door and read really carefully. "Dear Thomas, we have the pleasure to tell you that you have been eligible." It's not finished yet. "You are ready for the next round. We offer you a phone interview because you are in Canada and the interview is in France." Wow, I get the next step. Oh my God. I replied immediately to the school and said, "I don't want a phone interview. I want a real interview in person, in order to increase my chances." I buy the flight ticket to France the day before the interview. I was practicing in front of a mirror. I was ready. I was really crazy. And in the morning, I tried to iron my clothes. I don't know how to iron, so I make it worse. But I asked people to help me. I was ready to ace the interview. I went to the interview. I arrived, checking hands, sit down. 1 hour was the longest hour I've ever faced. After this hour, I finished, and I had to wait for the result again. 1 week later, I received another letter from the school. Dear Thomas, we think, based on your interview and your profile, you really fit the program. However, comma. No! I'm finished. However, you have given us a really low GMAT score. At this time, I came back home and I was so depressed. And they said in the letter, you are waiting to retake the GMAT. We can consider your admission again. I came back home and sit. And I was so pissed off. I drank a beer and I bought a lunch treat ticket again. Number 3, number 21, 28. My God, I won! I won the lottery! I won $1. I decided to take the GMAT again. And guess what? After 1 week, I finally got my dream and the admission. Yes, this is fantastic. But what happened after this? Years later, I found my dream job. And I was going back home with a beautiful girlfriend that I had. And she looked at me and she said, Thomas, you should be very happy. You realize your dream. You have everything you want now. What's wrong with you? I said to her, do you remember the beginning? I have a boring job. It's boring because I'm not dreaming anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, life is not about the dream itself. It's about keeping dreaming. Today, I found the right ticket. The right ticket is just in my heart. To keep dreaming. No matter what happened, no matter who you are. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Thomas, for your speech. I think it should be like humor content for Thomas. But anyway, you have done a good job. So now we observe 1 minute of silence, please.
Ủa, sao quay rồi?